Hi families, we are moving on from comparing numbers and we are now off to word problems that deal with addition and subtraction of numbers that include decimals. The students learned this week a new system that they will be using for word problems, the cube system, and it is going to help them be able to navigate through word problems, organize everything, and really make sure that they don't miss anything and help them to solve. So I'm going to go over the problem of the day and the exploration. Your student has gone over both of these already with me, but just so that you know how I taught it to them, and if you need to help them, both of these problems are similar to the ones that are on their homework tonight. So the first thing that students should do is write cubes on their paper. In the packet, is done for them on some of the problems and they just have to check it off, but eventually, since it was only done because this is the first week, but eventually they will have to know to do that. So the C stands for circle the numbers. So first I'm going to circle all of the numbers that are in my word problem. I finished that step so I can put a check. Next, the U stands for underline the question. I'm going to underline the question here. What was the total cost in dollars and cents of the items Amy bought? I check that off because I am finished. Next, I'm going to box keywords. Your students came home maybe with their journals that have their keywords. Their journals are optional. Only students who know they won't forget it at home can take their journals home, but I told them that I will post a picture of the keywords poster on Remind, and I will do that after this video. But if they look, total is a keyword right here. Also, each is a keyword. So I box my keywords. Next, I'm going to eliminate what I don't need. So though Amy and Veronica made Miss Brisbane a beautiful and colorful container of sand is true, it is not important for us to be able to solve this word problem. So the students cross that out, and then they can check that off. Now we're going to solve. Looking at this problem, I know that I need to find the total cost in dollars and cents of the items. So I know from experience, from going with the class, and also from looking that I'm going to have to use addition. So the way that I set it up is seeing everything that was purchased. So Amy purchased 2 bags of sand. So I'm going to write that. And she also purchased a star container. I'm next going to look at my word problem and see how much was each bag of sand and how much was a star container. So 1 bag of sand costs $13.77. Many students make a mistake right here, and they only do the $13.77 one time. But we have 2 bags of sand, and it's $13.77 each, so I have to add that 2 times. And then I also add the amount of the star container. Now, if your student is having trouble with the addition portion, they can break it up and do $13.77, add it, get the answer, and then add that answer to $10.15. This is another way to do it in a 2-step. But I'm going to go ahead and do the 3. So I know that 7 plus 7 is 14, plus 5 is 19. I know that 7 plus 7 again is 14, plus 1 is 16. 3 plus 1 is 4, plus another 3 is 7. And then I have 1, 2, 3. So my answer here is $37.69 is the total amount that Amy bought. That's the total amount that she spent. And I solved it, so I can put a check. Now, and again, you can do those 2 steps. The next problem is a little bit different. So this one, Emilio cut a piece of ribbon that measures 7.23 meters from a larger piece of ribbon that measures 19.66 meters. How much of the larger piece of ribbon is left? Again, Students should write cubes on the side of their paper. I'm going to first circle the numbers. Check when I'm finished. I'm going to underline the question. How much of the larger ribbon is left? I can put a check. Now I'm going to see, again, I will post the keywords poster, but left right here tells me a keyword for subtraction. Now in this problem, so I can go ahead and check, in this problem, I'm going to draw a picture. Some students draw pictures to help them understand the problem. So in this problem, I have a large rope that is 19 and 66 meters, or Emilio has one. He also cuts a rope that is 7 and 23 meters. And we want to know how much of the larger piece of ribbon is left. So it's not really much that I can eliminate from this word problem because most of it is important. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a check. Students, if you see that they're getting stuck on the name, they all know Emilio, but a name on a different homework assignment or a test or a quiz, and there you have corrections, they can always cross out their name, cross out the name, and write their name. Now back to the problem. I know here that I have to subtract because of the keyword left, but also if your student didn't necessarily know that, you can talk to them about when you cut something, are you putting it on, are you adding it, or are you going to take it away? So in this case, I will also post the chant that students have learned. They learned it today. But the first step is when we add and subtract numbers with decimals, we need to make sure our decimal points are lined up. They have to be lined up so that our place values are in the same area. I'm going to go ahead and subtract. I know 6 minus 3 is 3. I know 6 minus 2 is 4. I know 9 minus 7 is 2. And I have 1 minus nothing is 1. Students also know the last part of the chant is to drop their decimal points down to the ground. So they have to not forget their decimal points. So my answer here would be B. I will be available on the Remind app from 7 o'clock to about 9 o'clock. If students are having trouble with their homework, just let me know. Bye.